At the end of last year, I played 100 games in 100 days. I'm finally going back and revisiting my tier list so I can make edits based on the hindsight that I've had now that I've had some time to think about each of the games that I've played. So, without further ado, there's a lot of games on here. Let's jump right in. Starting off was Return to Moria, the Lord of the Rings game. This game I'd originally placed on the B tier. And honestly, it's a fun game. It's just not my thing. So we're probably going to drop that to the C tier. Yeah. And Garden Story, similar type of vibe, really fun game. You kind of are a grape and you're going out on your first big adventure or something like that. Just wasn't my thing. And originally I'd placed it next to Moria, and I think I'm going to do that again. So we're going to throw it in front of Moria, but we're going to move that down to the C tier. Next up, we have Moving Out. I originally placed this on the C tier. Honestly, guys, as funny as it is that I'm moving all of these and adjusting them, I'm going to move Moving Out down to the D tier because, frankly, we have to remember the lens of how I did this challenge, and almost always I was playing solo. So these might be rated differently if I had other people there. And some of these games I've gone back and played with my friends, and so I can give a better feel for that game than when I was in the 100 Days series. But right now, Moving Out hasn't been one of those games. It's going to move down to the D tier. Undertale, I originally placed in the S tier. It's not going anywhere. It is the king of games. This is the only game on this entire list that I've actually gone back and beaten because I enjoyed it so much. And I know all my stream buddies that followed me throughout the series, they want me to go back and do the different methods or whatever, pacifist, genocide, things like that. I'll get there, but this is still the only game that I have beaten, and I love it so much. Just nothing but good things to say about Undertale. If you haven't played it, go play it. I'm a big advocate for not spoiling anything, so I won't say anything about it. I didn't have the game spoiled for me, and I'd love for you to experience it. Just go play it. Next up was TNT Shredder's Revenge. This is like your arcade style. It was a C tier placement, and it's going to stay on the C tier. We'll probably bump it up above Garden Story and Return to Moria, but it's just an okay game. Once again, if I was playing with my buddies, maybe that'd be a little different, but it's just okay. Next up, we have Cat Quest 2. Now, this was a very fun game in stream. I actually played with with one of my favorite YouTubers, Mikorific. Go check him out here if you haven't, because he's phenomenal. And he joined me and we played this game together and we had a blast. The RPG in this game, like the storytelling, the gameplay, super fun. I've never played the first Cat Quest, so I didn't know what to expect, but I was genuinely blown away by this game, like actually. So go check it out if you can. Definitely worth the playthrough. And I need to go back and beat that one, to be honest. As far as the table, it's going to stay on the A tier. A tier. It's not on the same level as Undertale, so I don't feel like I can move it up. It's going to stay right there. Now, Guardians was originally placed on the B tier. And as I've gone back and thought about it, this is a game I'd probably never play again. So we're gonna, yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're actually gonna bump it all the way down to the D tier because it just wasn't my game. Now, keep in mind, this was like the Tall series or something like that. So it's a very story heavy. You're making decisions basically in like a cinematic style instead of playing the game, and that's how it felt. And so for me, it wasn't very enjoyable, but I could still tell that the story was really well written. And for people that really want to dive in and kind of have a more choose your own adventure esque game, I think they do a good job of it. So don't definitely, if that's still your style of game, go check it out. I think you'll like it a lot. It just wasn't for me. And in hindsight, I was realizing I'd probably never go back to this game. So it's going to go down to the D tier. Escape Academy, I'd originally placed on the A tier. And honestly, I played a lot of escape room style games throughout this series, and Escape Academy was probably one of the best ones. So I'm probably going to leave it right here on the A tier for now. I don't feel the need to bump it or move it. It's a really good game, so go check it out. Epistory, I'd originally placed on the C tier. This is a game, literally a typing game. It's a really cool concept, but in moments of the game, it feels poorly executed. Now, is it bad enough for me to throw it down on the D tier? I don't think so. I think it is going to stay right here on the C tier because it was genuinely a fun game. It just lacked some depth at times. But if you want to get better at your typing, check it out. Like it's fun. It's good. Next up, we played for the first time ever Roblox. And I guess for those of you that didn't follow on with the series, that's something I should mention is all of these games were games I'd never played before. That was the reason I did this series because I realized there's so many games out there and most of them you're never going to touch. So I wanted to play new games. So that's where this is coming from. So Roblox I played for the first time. I'd originally placed it on the A tier, and I think it's a fun game because there's so many different game modes that you can play. However, in hindsight, I think I would bump it down to B tier. I don't think it's on the same level for me as Cat Quest and Escape Academy. But the fact that there's so much you can do with your friends, it's really great. I haven't gone back to Roblox either, so that's kind of why I'm bumping it down to the B tier. Chessorama I'd originally placed on the D tier, and it's gonna stay there. It's a fun game, but it's very boring. I keep in mind my my chat makes fun of me for this, but I do say everything's a fun game because I think that depending on who you are, you might enjoy something. But Chessorama wasn't it for me. It's literally chess in kind of different ways over and over and over again. And I love chess. I ran a chess club, but this did not scratch my itch for chess. And a very interesting concept, but I think it's going to stay on the D tier. Ring of Titans was also D tier. And here's the thing. I love PvP. I love arena type games like Ring of Titans, but it was literally a dead game. And I tried to do my research on these games before a little bit and then just go in with a fresh mind, but it was literally a dead game. So based on that reason alone, it's going on the D tier. Outer Wilds was a game that was actually suggested to me, and I was blown away. It is pretty tricky, and then I definitely had to get some help on certain parts of the story or the puzzles. But past that, it's such a fun game, and I'm really grateful that I got to play it and that somebody suggested it for me. I'd probably put it up above Escape Academy because it's just phenomenal. Really great game. It's going to stay on the A tier. Next up, we tried a game that was in early access. It might have been a beta. It was called Archeon. It's going to go on the D tier, and that's where it was originally placed as well. It just at that point in time wasn't very polished. And I knew that it was a beta, but it didn't feel good. And it didn't feel good to play. It felt confusing, complicated, and boring. And it didn't, it was like an extractor kind of based mode where you're battling up this tower. So it just didn't feel like it made a whole lot of sense. Like the concept was cool, but then once again, the execution felt a little off. Next up, we have Hollow Knight, and that was originally placed on the S tier, and that's where it's going to stay. It was a phenomenal game. I need to go back and beat this one too. Ooh, sorry. Knocking your guys' ears out. I need to go back and beat this one too. Definitely a great story, fun concept. I'd never, obviously, like I said, played it before. Definitely liked Hollow Knight, and if you haven't tried it, it's a game that you should definitely give a try. Next up, we had Peak. Now, Peak I originally placed on the B tier, and here's the thing. I went back with my friends after my stream, after I've experienced the game for the first time, and it is way more fun to play this game with friends. Is that enough to justify it jumping up to the A tier? No. Is it enough to beat Roblox? Yes. But it's a really fun game, and I think if you have a group of buddies that like to get together and kind of play a party stylish game, I think Peak is fantastic. Next up, we have an older game that's called Bastion. It was originally placed on my A tier, and it's probably going to stay on my A tier. Like, it was a really fun game. And I was shocked because it's an older game, but yet the story was fun. The combat felt pretty smooth. It worked on a controller, right? So, like, a lot of fun things for it. Next up, we have Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Um, I did not like anything about this game. Somehow I was lagging in the game. Obviously, it's a dead game, but nothing felt polished. And it was originally placed on the D tier, but I think I have to add. I think I have to add a row underneath here. I think I have to have an F tier. Um, yeah, I think I have to have an F tier, and it's strictly for Garfield. It is so bad. I have nothing to say about it. Moving on. Stumble Guys was pretty fun. Stumble Guys I originally placed on the B tier. It's obviously a lot like Fall Guys, and I had played Fall Guys before. I generally enjoyed Stumble Guys though. I haven't gone back to it either, but definitely a good party game to play with your friends. I'd probably also put Stumble Guys above Roblox, even though there's technically more to do in Roblox. I did enjoy playing Stumble Guys more, and I think that that's something that I have to take note of. But definitely a good game. I think it's going to stay where I'd originally placed it in the B tier. Let's move on. Soulstone Survivors. We'd originally placed this game in the A tier. It's a roguelite. You're solo, right? It's one of those ones where you don't really aim or anything. Um, and it was really fun actually. I enjoyed the animation style, I enjoyed the game itself. Does have a downside though, and it's completely single player unless they've changed that since I played, but I think if it's multiplayer, it would be a lot more fun. And so I think I am going to bump it down to the B just because looking back at this, I don't think I'd pull this game out. I think there's other roguelites, even ones on this list that I'd go play before I jumped back into Soulstone Survivors. So I'm going to bump it down to the B. Next up, we have Mail Time. This is a cozier game. I'd originally placed it on the C tier, and I think that's a good spot for it, frankly. It is cozy. It's got that nice chill vibe. Like, nothing's too stressful. You're literally delivering the mail. And I think that I would probably play Mail Time before Epistory. I don't know about these other ones, though, so that's probably where we'll place it. But it's going to stay on the C tier. If you like cozy games, though, it's one to go check out. I don't think it was very pricey. I mean, I played all of these games from like Steam Family and stuff like that. So that was part of the challenge too. I tried to not spend any money and I didn't on any of these games, but that's right. I'd leave it there. Next, we have Sky Children of the Light. This game was originally an A tier game, and I think that's where it's going to stay. I mean, it was a beautiful game, and I had some people on stream come and help me out as well, but I just loved this game. It doesn't really use dialogue. So you go throughout this whole experience with the music and the graphics, and the storytelling is phenomenal in this game. So I believe it's also on like mobile, so it's you can go play it, and I believe it's free. So really, really good game. Go check it out. A story about my uncle was one that took me by surprise. I put it on the B tier, um, and either is going to be top of the B tier or I might bump it up to A because I genuinely enjoyed a story about my uncle. It's literally what the title describes, right? The game is a story about this person's uncle, and you're living that story though, as they tell you the story. So it's one of those cool type of experiences where the visual is telling the story. But really, really fun game. I think we'll leave it on the B tier. Definitely one that I would probably go back to even. I haven't yet, but I played 100 games, so cut me some slack. Next up, I played Stray, and I originally played Stray on the S tier, and that is where it's going to stay. Stray is such a fun, fun game. I'm debating putting it in front of Hollow Knight, but I think for now we'll leave it where it is. But I love Stray. This is a game I also want to go back and beat, and I plan on doing that. The story in this game is so good, and the fact that you're playing as a cat and they really nailed how that how you would think that would feel blew me away. Just top 10 game. Obviously, it's in the S tier and it's going to stay there. Next up, we have The Abandoned Planet. This game was not good. The puzzles didn't really make a lot of sense, and maybe I was just tired that day, or maybe I'm just not the smartest, which probably both things are true. But it just wasn't my vibe, and it didn't feel very smooth. Like I said, the puzzles didn't really make sense, and it was more frustrating to play than fun. So it's gonna go on the D tier where I had originally placed it. Next up, we had Cloud Team. This I originally put on the B tier, and that's probably where it's gonna stay. It's a really really fun game. I played during like early access, like a demo, and I know they've since then released and I think have good reviews. But a fun RPG style game, kind of roguelike ish as well, but really really fun. New as of last year, so definitely one to check out if you're into that genre. I think it'll stay on the B tier, but a really, really fun game nonetheless. Next up, guys, we're only on game 27, by the way. Next up, we have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. It was originally on the A tier. I mean, I love the Lego games. I love Lego Marvel in particular. Lego Marvel Superheroes 1, I think, was the first Lego game I ever like 100%ed. And so playing the second game for the first time felt really nice. I don't think it's as good as the first game, but it's still a really, really good game. And I think it deserves to be on the A tier, and I'm going to leave it there. Next up, we had Hades 2. Now, I never played Hades 1, but Hades 2 was really fun. I had originally placed it on the A tier, and I think that's where it should stay. It is one of those roguelites I was talking about. Let's way better than Social and Survivors or something like that. Storytelling's great. Gameplay was very smooth. I understand why people enjoy this game. It's not my favorite, but that's not my favorite style of genre. So, but I genuinely enjoyed this game, and it would be one that I would play again, especially with friends. So, Hades 2, great game. We'll probably bump it up here, to be honest. Really, really good game. Next up, we have Power World. I know this one for me, I had originally placed it on the B tier, and it was disappointing for me. I wanted to enjoy Power World, right? I'm a fan of Pokemon. I don't like know the Pokemon in and out, but I think they're cute, and I've obviously been involved in Pokemon in the sense of growing up, watching Pokemon a little bit, playing Pokemon Go when that was huge, and even still this day, I kind of dabble in Pokemon Go at times, but um, I've never actually played a full-on Pokemon game. And so I was excited for Power World because I obviously everyone knows there's similarities, but I wasn't impressed and it was confusing. And luckily, I have my brother who's played a lot of Power World. He was able to help me, but still was just really confusing. I think it's gonna stay here on the B tier because I don't think it's on the same level as the games I have on the C tier, but just not my favorite game. Next up, we have Rocket League. Now, Rocket League, I had originally placed on the A tier. Rocket League's really fun. Having never played it before, jumping in, obviously, cars doing soccer, really fun game. I think that I haven't played it too much since, um, but I think it deserves to be on the A tier still, probably at the bottom of the A tier. Next up, we have Garden Life Simulator. This one was also an A tier game and really fun. It was cozy, right? It's another one of those cozy games. It's a simulator game, obviously, but you literally are a gardener. You plant flowers and you harvest them and you help out the community that way. And it was a really fun game. So I think it's going to stay right here on the A tier where I'd originally put it. And next up, we have the last flag. Oh, wait, sorry. We have Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers, I originally placed on the B tier, and it's probably going to stay on the B tier. I'm going to move it to the top of, yeah, probably behind A Story About My Uncle. This game is another older game that I genuinely enjoyed. Like, it was another suggestion from someone in the, like, on the comment section, and really fun game. And I played the red or blue night. I can't remember. Um, really good game. Definitely check it out if you're someone that likes those party style games. Sorry for that yawn. Annoying, I know. Next up is the Last Flag demo. Now, this was the one game I cheated on. I had played Last Flag before, but they were only doing so many demos throughout the, year that I wanted to be able to play on stream for you guys. And so I did play Last Flag and I had a lot of fun playing it. When I made these tier lists, I did throw Last Flag in the A tier, and I think that's where it's probably going to stay. It's a really good game. It's really fun. They actually come out on April 14th, so I'm really pumped and excited for that. But and it's probably going to go above. I'd say it's probably under Hades 2, but it's up in here. Really good game. I hope you guys go check it out when it comes out. But that's Last Flag. It's literally capture the flag 5v5. It's so much fun. You can check out other videos on my page about it as well. I'll link some, but definitely love this game. Next up, we have Godbreakers. I played this during a Steam Fest beta as well, or like demo. And I'd originally placed it on the B tier, and I think that's where it's going to stay. It was a fun game. I think if you have your friends, it's probably going to be more fun. Um, it's probably going to go above Roblox and Power World, but yeah, it's a good game. It's another roguelike. I think they all feel very similar. Obviously, it's a genre, but not my favorite of the roguelikes, so we'll keep it on the B tier for now. Then I played Everwind. This is kind of like a Minecraft style-ish game. I originally put it on the C tier, and I think that's where it's gonna stay. I'd even probably play Epistory before I played Everwind again. It just wasn't my thing. And for people that like Minecraft and stuff like that, speaking of Minecraft, make sure you stay till the end because that was day 100, so you'll want to know where that goes on the tier list. But no, it was okay. It just wasn't. It obviously didn't feel very polished. I can't remember if it was early access or beta as well, so maybe it's better now. But just didn't make a lot of sense to me, and I didn't have a lot of fun playing it. Next up, we have another requested game, Slime Rancher. Now, I played Slime Rancher in the B tier, and I think that's still a fair assessment, but I do think I need to move it up. Probably, up here before Godbreakers. Slime Rancher was really fun. I mean, it was cozy. You're literally a slime rancher, right? And the story was fun and intriguing, and the ability to capture slimes was intriguing. This was another game that I needed a little bit of help on though, on how to best like be efficient with what I was doing. But if you just want a very chill game, Slime Ranchers is really good. And I know they have a second game. I just haven't played it yet. So maybe they've even taken it and improved upon a really great foundation. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Now, this was originally placed on the A tier, and just like I mentioned with Lego Marvel Superheroes, I'm a huge Lego fan, and Lego Star Wars is one of the best Lego genres. So I'd never played the Skywalker Saga before, and I did enjoy it. It felt very modern for a Lego game, and I think that's the first Lego game where I've noticed like the updated combat style or different thing like that that Lego has taken into some of the games. Um, but I really liked it. I mean, it's gonna stay on the A tier. We'll probably bump it up by Lego Marvel Superheroes, and definitely if you're a Lego fan, you'll like this game. Next up, we have 2XKO. This is by Riot Games, right? It takes the League of Legends characters and the Riot world and puts them into like a Street Fighter style game. I had originally placed it on the C tier. I think that is probably where it's going to stay. Street Fighter is not my style of game. We'll move it up to the top though because it was very well polished. And I know if you like League, you're probably going to enjoy this game because you get to play those characters. So if you're a big League fan and you want to give the Street Fighter genre a chance, literally look no further than 2XKO, and I think you'll enjoy it. Next up for day 39, we had Portal Knights. I originally placed Portal Knights on the B tier. Honestly, looking back at it, Portal Knights was pretty fun, but probably on par with like Everwind, probably a little bit better. So I'll probably bump it down to the C tier. It's another one of those Minecraft story stylish games, and it was okay. It was okay. I think that's just not my favorite genre. Um, but it was definitely better than Everwind, I think. It's an older one as well. I can't remember when it came out. So go check it out if this is your style. I think you might enjoy it. But past that just wasn't my thing. And you're going to hear me probably say that a lot. All right, next up we have Power Wash Simulator. This was our big day 40 game, and it was originally placed on the A tier. And here's the thing, guys. I don't think I can place it all the way up to S, but I think it's going to move up to the top of the A tier because I've really enjoyed Power Wash Simulator, like way more than I thought I was going to. It was cozy, it was a vibe. You're literally just power washing. If you're looking for a good simulator game, like Power Wash Simulator is fantastic. You don't need to look any further. Next up, we have Fast Penguin. I'd originally placed this on the B tier. It's kind of like a Mario Kart-esque style party game. Actually, really, really fun. I really enjoyed Fast Penguin, and it's been a game I've been tempted to go back to. It just fits that racing itch, kind of, right? You have Mario Kart if you don't have your Switch out, or you're wanting to stream a racing game that's a little bit more chill and funny. I think Fast Penguin's for you. In fact, I'd probably put Fast Penguin at the beginning of the B tier. Really fun game. I believe it's free, so go check it out. It's a good game. Next up for day 42, we have Brotato. Now, I'd originally placed Brotato in the A tier, and I think that's where it's going to stay. And this is actually the game I was thinking about when I was talking about Social and Survivors earlier, where there's other games in that roguelike genre that I'd rather play, and Brotato is one of them. Brotato is a very, very good game, and I've actually gone back and played it multiple times since I, played it during this challenge. And I played it with someone that's really, really, really good at it. And as soon as they explained how the game worked, I started to click, and then you're trying all these different builds, and the most fun I probably had in a roguelite. So because of that, Brotato is probably going to take over the Power Wash spot at the top of the A tier. I don't know if I can quite push it into the S yet, but phenomenal roguelike game if you want to go check it out. It's still like I don't know exactly what happened. I think a company bought it, something like that, but they're still doing updates is my point. So definitely a fresh game. Go check it out. It's on I think it's on mobile. I think it's on Switch. I think it's on all your consoles. It's definitely on PC, on Steam. So go check out Brotato. To go play it with your friends. You're literally potatoes. It's great. I love it. I love the game. Next up, we have Celeste. Now, Celeste was probably my big first controversial game in the sense of people did not agree where I placed it originally. It was on the D tier. Looking back at the game, I am going to keep it on the D tier. I didn't understand, obviously, going into the game for the first time that you're meant to die. you're literally meant to go in and die and then learn from that death and keep going. And that wasn't my thing. Do I think it's on the same par as these other D tiers? I think it's probably at the beginning of it. The story was really cool, and the gameplay was nice. It just the mentality for me of like I think I died 200 plus times in the first 30 minutes of me playing, and I was like, this isn't for me. So to each his own, but I do know people that have beaten this game and they do enjoy it. And some people think this is one of the best games out there. So don't just take my word for this game and my experience. If you like a challenge, if you like a good story, I think you'll like Celeste. Next up, we have old school RuneScape. Oh, no, sorry, we have new RuneScape. I originally placed it on the C tier. I did not like RuneScape. It was not enjoyable. It was too slow. I play a lot of World of Warcraft, so I knew it was already going to feel different with it being a way older MMO, RuneScape, and it just wasn't my thing. And it's also the sandbox feel. I did not enjoy it. And then as soon as I posted my review of RuneScape, I got told you need to play old school RuneScape, and so I did do that. So. Old school RuneScape, we'll actually skip Moonstone Island really quickly. Old school RuneScape, I'd originally placed on the A tier. So just look at that difference between the two RuneScapes, C tier, A tier. In fact, I'm probably going to bump the other RuneScape down to the D tier here. Like it was okay. But the old school RuneScape was way better. I originally put it on the A tier because it's that good of a game. And I think I'll leave it on the A tier. Um, so if you're thinking about getting into RuneScape, I suggest old school RuneScape from my experience. Just a couple of hours playing each type of version, but definitely people led me that way, and I enjoyed it way more than just RuneScape. And I know there's a bunch of different versions, so it's a little tricky, but old school RuneScape really good. Next up is Moonstone Island. This is the one we skipped over. I'd originally placed Moonstone Island. Let's look on the A tier. Um, it's a good game. I remember being very cozy, kind of like a Stardew Valley type of feel. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. As far as where I'd place it on the A tier, probably like around the Rocket League area. It's definitely just different than some of the other games on this tier. But a really, really good game, especially if you're looking for something cozy, maybe something different than like a Stardew. I know that's one of the biggest ones. So go check it out. Good game. Next up, we played Escape Academy, like not Escape Academy, sorry, Escape Simulator. I'd originally placed this on the B tier. And as I mentioned with Escape Academy, I played quite a few escape room style games. And with Escape Simulator, I loved that they had way more themes than some of the other games had. But at the same time, some of the puzzles were very, very complex. And if you couldn't solve it right, the hints weren't always helpful. So you're kind of just stuck there like, huh? What am I supposed to do? But overall, a fun game. Definitely one that I think if you go in with your friends, I know my wife helped me when I played that game, and doing it with her was way more enjoyable than doing it solo. So I think if you go in with your friends and play Escape Simulator, you'll enjoy it. Um, Next up, we have Alex Kidd. Oh, Alex Kidd. I'd originally placed this on the D tier, and honestly, I thought Garfield would be by itself, but I'm moving this to the F tier. I did not like Alex Kidd. It it's an older game as well. This was like the remastered version, I believe, but it didn't work out. Like the game was frustrating, and that makes me sound like I don't like a challenge. I love a challenge, but this game, like the hitboxes were off, and you'd get hit when it didn't even look like you were getting hit, and it just wasn't very fun. Like it's supposed to be kind of like a Mario, but um, yeah, this is not a good game. Not a good game. Next up, we played Dragon Ball. This was their Squadra game, like the MOBA. I originally placed it on the B tier, and I think that it's probably going to jump down to the C tier. But overall, it's a really fun game. If you're looking for a MOBA again, if you want to get back into that genre, and you're tired of League of Legends or Here's the Storm or Mobile Legends, I think is what it is for mobile. That's the biggest one. I don't know, but it's a good game. It's especially if you're a fan of Dragon Ball. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, so I went in to play it anyway, and I did enjoy it. But I think if you do like Dragon Ball, it's a good MOBA take, right? It reminded me a lot of Pokemon Unite, so very similar vibe. Um, which brings me to day 50. Day 50, my friends, Stardew Valley. I played it for the first time ever. I put it on the A tier, and it's going to stay on the A tier. It is a phenomenal game. Um, let's probably place it above Moonstone Island. Yeah, it's a really, really good game. Obviously, this one got really recommended, and I wanted to play it for like one of those big milestones. So day 50, played Stardew Valley for the first time. I love it. I know the developer I think is making another game at the current moment in time too. That will be exciting to check out. But yeah, Stardew Valley, 10 out of 10. One of the defining cozy games in the genre, I think. So go check it out if you are a big cozy gamer. I think you'll enjoy it. Next up is The Sims, The Sims 4 in particular. I didn't like The Sims 4. I placed it on the D tier originally, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. It just wasn't my game. Like I knew that it was gonna be very different, and that's why I wanted to play it and try it. But after getting into it and playing it, and even throughout the comments and me talking to my chat about The Sims 4, it seems like it was one of those games that it's a hit or miss. You either like it or you don't, and you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. For 52, I played Sonic Rumble. It had like just come out when I played it, and it was pretty good. I put it originally on the B tier, and honestly, that's probably where it's gonna stay. I mean, it's a party game, just like Stumble Guys, just like Fall Guys, right? Things like that, and it was fun. I definitely would probably put it up by Stumble Guys. If you're a huge fan of Sonic, really fun. They've done a few different game styles, I felt like, than some of the other party games. So definitely check it out. Like it's free, it's fun to play. It's the Sonic characters that you know and love. So it's a good time. Go check it out. Next up, we played Constance. Now this game I originally played the demo and liked it so much that as soon as it came out, I bought it. It was originally placed in the S tier, and that is where it's gonna stay. Now, for me personally, and this is where it gets crazy. For me personally, Constance is gonna be right up by Undertale. I've thought about putting it above Undertale because I enjoy the art style of Constance. I enjoy the story of Constance, and I do with Undertale too. But Constance is like Hollow Knight as well. So that's why it's going to stay under Undertale. But the reason I'm putting it above Hollow Knight, even though it's the same genre, I enjoyed it just more. Frankly, that's the bottom line. I enjoyed Constance more. Go check it out. I don't remember the price. I think it's like 18 to 20, but very fun game. I've gone back and played it multiple times. I'm still working on beating it, but I love the game. Next up, we have Lego Builders Journey. This game was also really fun. I actually placed it in the S tier, and it's gonna stay there. It was a story style Lego game, and I found myself like being drawn in to the game, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Definitely loved the game. We still have so many games to get through, so I'm going to speed up a little bit. But yeah, really good game. Next up, we have Mini Royale. This is a game, obviously, it's a Royale game. Think of Fortnite, think of something like that. I originally placed it on the B tier, but after hindsight, I'm probably going to drop it down into the C tier. It was a fun game, don't get me wrong, but it's competing in a very big genre and it didn't hit the spot for me. In fact, playing the Battle Royale mode, I had no fun. Playing their like what do they call it? Like kind of brawl mode, like FFA, free for all. Um, you come back to life. I'm trying to think of what it's called, but that was way more fun than the actual battle royale itself. And it is, generally a dead game as well, unfortunately. I love the idea, I love the concept. Just once again, it's a really hard genre, and then it's didn't feel polished enough, and so I think that that's where it ended up not hitting it for me. So, yep, that's Mini Royale. Next up, we have Balatro. I think that's how you say it. I originally played this game and put it on the S tier, and that's where it's going to stay. I mean, it's just a solid game all around. If you haven't played it, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's like poker-ish type game. Really fun. It's like a poker roguelike, right? So it's yeah, great game. Go check it out. Next up, we have After Image. Now, I originally placed this game on the B tier, and I think that's probably where it's going to stay. It's kind of a similar Hollow Knight type vibe, but it just wasn't done as well, in my opinion. So, beautiful art style, though. Story was okay. Definitely go check it out if this is your genre and you're looking for more of those games. I think you might enjoy it, but that's where I'm at for right now. I'm also going to awkwardly switch my headset right there because the cord's driving me nuts. All right, next up we have Doors Paradox. This game was pretty fun. I actually placed it on the A tier, and once again, this is one of those puzzle games that was more enjoyable than some of the other ones. And so, is it as good as Escape Academy? Honestly, I liked it more, I think, than Escape Academy. Yeah, they could be swapped. But yeah, Doors Paradox, really fun game. Go check it out if you're into the escape room vibe. Next up, we have Las Venga. Now, this game was one that kind of took me off guard. Obviously never heard of it before. I've really enjoyed the gameplay of this game. So much so that I placed this on the A tier, and I think that's where it's gonna stay. Like, it was a genuinely fun game. It can probably stay right where it is, but yeah, Las Venga, super super good game. Go check it out. Next up, I played one of another older game that we all heard about growing up, Wizard 101. I finally played it for the first time in my life, and I put it on the B tier. Like, I mean, it's fun. It's definitely pay to win from what I could gather, from what I could see. If you're looking for like a silly MMO, it's a good game. I'm gonna probably drop it down to the C tier, but yeah, I mean, it's just a silly good little MMO if you're looking for that. So go check it out. Then I played Flash Party on day 61. This is kind of like your Super Smash Bros. Brawl type of vibe. It was okay. Like, it didn't feel very balanced. It didn't feel like it was fun. It's definitely a game I'd get on with my buddies, I think. So it's probably gonna come up like here above mini, probably right here. But yeah, just not my favorite. Obviously Super Smash Bros. Brawl is king. Nobody's done it better. And then like you had Multiverses come out, and obviously it's already shut down. Um, so this is a hard genre to be in, I think. But Flash Party was fun. If you're looking for something funny to play with your buddies, good game. Ninja Pizza Girl. This was a game I thought and genuinely wanted to enjoy, and I just didn't. It's gonna go on the D tier. It's a big speed running game, and I think that's where I struggled. Um, the concept once again is kind of fun, but the story was kind of weird. And then it just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It did not. I wouldn't have missed it if I didn't play it. And I mean that in the nicest way. Whenever it comes to developers or something like that, I'm never saying I could make a game better than anyone. Just this is not a game that I enjoyed. Next up, we have MLB Rivals. I wanted to give some sports games a chance and a go, so I played MLB Rivals. There was bad reviews on it. I played it anyway with an open mind, or tried to. Didn't have fun. I didn't really have a lot of fun. It didn't scratch the itch. I remember there used to be a baseball game I played on the Xbox with my brothers growing up, and that game was like it. I loved it, and I'd love to remember what that game was. But MLB Rivals, not it. Would I probably play Rivals before Ninja Pizza Girl? Yes, probably before a decent amount of these, to be honest. Probably like here. Next up, we played Marvel Contest of Champions. This is another big one that's been around for a while, but it's also on like mobile, different things like that. They ported it onto Steam. It was really good. I put it on the A tier. I think we'd probably drop it to the B, but honestly, a solid game. You get your heroes really quickly. Lots of fun. Um, yeah, really good game. Go check it out. Go check it out. Just do it. Just do it. Next up, we played Sid Meier's Civilizations. I think it was six. I originally placed this game on the A tier, and this is a really well built game. If you love Civilization games, think Catan, think something like that, like board game style, you're gonna like Sid Meier's. I played it by myself, was very confused. The tutorial was very lengthy. Played it with my buddies after stream, so that's where this hindsight's gonna come in. And honestly, still really fun. But for me, I'm gonna move it down into the B tier, probably the bottom of the B tier. Still a solid game if you like the Civilization style genre. So one of the best in that genre. I like to say that word, genre. So one of the best in the genre for sure, but not my cup of tea. So go check it out. Then we've got Clash Royale. I played Clash Royale. Now, I've played it before, but it was literally 10 plus years ago, or whenever it came out was when I played it. Playing it back again, B tier. I mean, it was fun. That's where I placed it originally. It's where I'm going to keep it. Fun game. Obviously, it's very repetitive. It's supposed to be. But if you love those type of like tower defender games, and I'm not saying like balloon tower defense, but where you verse another opponent and stuff. It was good. It was fun, solid game all around. Still, just not my favorite. Next up, we have Pixel Cafe. This one was another that took me by surprise that I genuinely enjoyed. It was on day 6, 7. Anyway, we'll move on. It was a good game. A tier. A tier. It was actually a really fun game. It's not a game I'm surprised I haven't gone back to because I genuinely enjoyed it, and I'd probably put it even above Stardew for me. Because I'm thinking of this tier list in a way as well, like where I would place them on if I would go back to the game or not. So I think Pixel Cafe is up there. Next up, we have this frog refuge game, Kamurua, I think. I don't know how to say it. Really fun game. I put it on the B tier originally. I think that's where it's going to stay. Like, it was kind of like the Slime Ranchers vibe. Like, you're taking over this frog refuge. The storyline's pretty cute. So if you're looking for a cozy game and you love frogs, you'll definitely like this. I mean, even if you're just looking for a cozy game, it's a solid game. So go check it out. Lord of the Rings Online, I'd originally placed on the C tier. I mean, yeah, it is gonna go on the C tier. I didn't enjoy it. Similar to Moria, like I thought I was gonna enjoy Lord of the Rings Online. I'm a big MMO player. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I just didn't enjoy it. It just didn't. I don't even know the right word. It just didn't feel polished enough for me to want to continue to play it. So that's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm with that. Then we played a student-made game called Needle Knight. This game was really good. Obviously, there was some errors in the sense of like the gameplay. Like it didn't always feel polished, but this was a student-made game that you can go play for free on Steam, and I loved it. It's a game I probably would play again as well when I think about it. So probably up here by it's probably got to come up like right here. But Needle Knight, super super fun game about a mouse. Obviously, you're collecting cheese in each level. Super straightforward, super chill. Definitely a good game to go check out. Then we have Everdream Village. This is another one of those Animal Crossing style S games, and I didn't feel like it did a great job. I put it on the B tier originally, and honestly, I'm gonna drop it to the C tier. Like it was okay. Um, wasn't my favorite. I did play the demo, so keep that in mind. And maybe things have changed now, but it just didn't have the vibe that really I felt like drew you in and wanted you to create your own world and be there. So that's where we're at with that. Next up, we have Merlot, another student-made game. I placed it on the B tier originally, and I think that's a good spot for it. Probably up here by Godbreakers, to be honest, but super fun game, very impressive for a student-made game, kind of RPG story type, super good. And then we have Atan, another story, our student-made game, and it's on the same vibe as Merlot, but I think Merlot is probably a bit more fun than Atan. Atan's like this climbing style S game too, so super good. Both solid picks, both free. Go check them out on Steam if you want to play them. Then we have another puzzle game, Tricky Doors. Tricky Doors, I had originally put in the B tier. I'm going to drop it down to the C tier. Remembering back at Tricky Doors, I liked the art style. I thought the art style was cool. The gameplay itself was like it wasn't great. And this is another one of those ones where the puzzles were like, does that really make sense though? So that's where we're at with that. Cities Skylines was another recommended game, and I really wanted to enjoy this city sim, but I didn't. It just wasn't my thing. I didn't quite understand how to build the cities the right way, and that's not how my brain kind of works either. So it wasn't something that I could just like, okay, maybe if I take more time, I'll figure it out. But for me, it's a C tier. I think that's probably where it's gonna stay. Next up, we have Dog Walk. This game was made by like the Blender team or something. I put it in the S tier originally, and that's where it's gonna go. It is such a good game. Like funny enough, like it's really, really good. Um, Very short game as well, very easy to beat. You're literally just taking your dog on a walk in the snow and building a snowman. And I just enjoyed it. Such a cute game. Go check it out if you're looking for something cozy, especially during the winter time. And it's replayable too, right? You're going to know where everything is, but it's like a 5, 10, 15-minute game. So super chill to just play, share with your kids, something like that. Really good game. And next up, we have Spiral Knights. I'd originally placed this on the C tier, and I think that's probably where it's going to stay. Spiral Knights was really fun, and I had some people help me when I was actually playing the game itself. So there's still a community around Spiral Knights. Um, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. I've said that like a lot, so I don't know. But I'm glad I tried it still. If you're looking for that type of a genre, good game. Next up, we have Isle of Ew, as a play on words for like sheep. This was a very fun game. I originally placed in the A tier. It's gonna stay in the A tier. That and Lasfanga kind of surprised me, with how fun they were to play. Next up, we tried the demo for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I'm surprised they had a demo for it. So when I saw it, I wanted to try it. I originally placed it in the B tier, and I think that's a good spot for it, kind of right by Clash Royale. It's a really fun game. I mean, it's your typical racing game. I don't feel like the racing genre has really changed. You think of Mario Kart, you think of Sonic. I don't feel like anything's super evolved in the racing world, in those genre games. So it was okay. Definitely fun if you're debating between, Mario Party World or Mario Kart World, sorry, or this. Like, I think they're odds and evens personally, but I've never played Mario Kart, so the new Mario Kart. So I'll take it with what grain of salt, but try the demo though. It's fun. I mean, gives you a couple hours of playing against like the AI, and it's a good time. Next up is Poco. Poco was a pretty fun game. It's definitely the A tier. This is another puzzle game, but done really well, and the story is really fun. So I'll probably put it up here below Garden Life. But yeah, Poco's a really good game. You're like a little clown that gets lost, and you have to make your way back, and it's a really good story too. So check it out. Next up, we have Minutes, A Tinker's Tale. This is a C tier game, and that's probably where it's gonna stay. It was okay. Very clunky. Another student made game. Very clunky. Very short. Um, but unlike the other student made games, it just didn't seem to have that big of a pull on the story, and that's where I feel like the other student games did super well. So that's my thoughts. Then we have Lay. This game was really fun. Originally an A tier game, and it's gonna stay an A tier game. Beautiful world. And the gameplay is like it's just decent, but you're exploring, and like I said, the art is so good in this game. So if you're a big fan of like good art, good animation style, like I think you'll enjoy Lay. Arcade Gettin is another game. Now, in hindsight, so I originally placed it in the A tier. In hindsight, this is going to go up onto the S tier. Arcade Gettin was really fun, and I've played it multiple times with my buddies since. It's a roguelite that you get to play with your friends, and it looks kind of Fortnite-esque and stuff. And I don't know, it's just a really good game. And because of that, I think I need to bump Brotato up as well because they're kind of on that same length, just different styles of games. Um, really love Arcadegeddon. It's free. Go check it out. Like, go play with your friends. I think you'll enjoy it. Next up is Supermarket Simulator. This game was originally an S tier game, and that's where it's going to stay. I mean, it was one of the best sim games that I played. I really enjoyed Supermarket Simulator. It was another suggestion from a viewer, so definitely went in open minded and loved it. Loved Supermarket Simulator. Next up, we have Pac Man 256. This game was really fun. I mean, it was solid. I put it on the A tier, and that's probably where it's gonna stay, the bottom of A tier. It's Pac-Man. There's different like styles, like Crossy Road Pac-Man, different things like that. So it's fun. It's fun, but it's Pac-Man. So it's a classic. It's good, and that's what I mean by what I'm saying when it's Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man because that game hasn't really changed, but that's why it's so good. So it's a solid game. Pac-Man 256, really good. Love the different styles you can use in the game. Next up, we have Infinity Nikki. This game reminded me of like a Genshin Impact, which I have played, but I enjoyed Genshin way more than Infinity Nikki personally. Um, it is probably better than the D tier game, so it will stay in the C tier, but that's where I'm at with that. Next up, we have StarCraft 2. Now, I'm a big Blizzard fan, but I had never played StarCraft 2 before. A tier. I mean, it was a really fun game. I mainly played the campaign, and my buddies talked to me about how because they're big StarCraft fans, so I finally played it, and they were so happy. But they told me it's a very tricky game too, so I went in and played the campaign a little bit, and I did enjoy it. And definitely gonna stay in the A tier. Next up, I played two games, Diabolical and Ninja Party. Both of them end up on the D tier. Diabolical's still out and existing, and it claims that like it makes you think that there's a population. It is completely dead. In the game, you literally cannot play the game offline or solo, so I didn't even get to really experience it. And then you had Ninja Party, which is a newer like party royale, Stumble Guys s game. Concept was fun. Game was terribly optimized and lagging all over. Honestly, if there's another game that's going to join these two on the F tier, it's this one. Um, yeah, not great. Okay, next up is The Last Campfire. This is an S tier game, and it still is. I've gone back. I bought this game after I played it on this series. I'm still working on beating it, but I've gone back and played it multiple times. It's a beautiful game with a beautiful story. So, Last Campfire, highly recommend. I then wanted to get back into this, the sports genre. So we played Skate for day 90. Skate was actually a lot more fun than I thought. So I put it in the A tier. I think we'll probably jump it down to the B. But if you're a big skateboarding fan, no, it's gonna stay in the A. If you're a big skateboarding fan, big sport game fan, like Skate was really fun, and I felt like there was a lot to offer. I mean, it was a free game. Um, Super fun, like kind of quest, and obviously you have to beat points and do tricks and stuff. So really, really good game. It's free. Go check it out. Skate. 91 guys. We're almost there for these 100. So if you've been here this long, thank you so much for wanting to hear my thoughts on each of these games. I had fun playing them, so I'm just grateful to share this with everybody. But Winter Burrow was day 91, and it was a B tier game. And honestly, I'm going to move it down to the C tier as well. It was okay. I really wanted to like this game. I'm in a lot of cozy game groups, and I've been getting into that cozy genre a lot more and storytelling genre a lot more than I used to be. Big multiplayer game or here. But I just didn't like Winter Burrow. It felt very difficult from the start, but not in a fun way. And then it just never got better. And so I think if you're in for that and you get past those little hurdles, I think it's a really good game. But that's why I'm going to drop it down to the C tier. Next up, we have Trove. This is a B tier game, and I'd probably stick by that. It was a really fun game. I actually met a friend while I was playing, and they just started talking to me and helped me learn a little bit more about the game and what you can do in it. Super fun little MMO if you want something Minecraft-esque and stuff like that. So still a huge population for Trove. I just prefer other MMOs, so nothing against it there, but really good game nonetheless, I think. Next up, we have Song of the Deep, another story type game. I originally placed this in the B tier as well, and I think that's where it's going to stay. It was fun. I haven't gone back. I don't know if I would, but once again, a great story. You're kind of searching for things in the water. Um, yeah, I don't know. If you like a story game mode, Song of the Deep is fun. Just wasn't my thing. Sorry, next up we have Coloring Pixels. This is literally a coloring game, and that's why it's going to go in the A tier. I mean, it was solid. It was fun. There was a lot you could do for free. There's little packs you can buy if you want. So if you're just looking for a chill coloring game, a cozy game, check it out. It's good. Next up, we have No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is an A tier game for sure. It was really, really fun. I'm trying to figure out where I'd place it. Yeah, like probably like here. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed No Man's Sky, and I think you can play that multiplayer too, so I'm kind of excited. Storyline was great. The gameplay felt super smooth. I even ended up building like my own little house in No Man's Sky, so like shelter, I guess, not like a house. But love the game. Definitely go check it out if you haven't yet. Storm Lancers, another roguelite style S game. It's on the B tier. In fact, I actually think I'm going to drop it to the C tier. There's a few of these other games I'd honestly probably play before I played Storm Lancers again. So I think we're going to drop it down here. It was fun, but it didn't hold anything special in that roguelite genre. It all felt generic, and I think that's why, for me, it's going to go C tier. That brings us to Star Wars Outlaws, which I originally placed on the B tier. I think it's going to drop down to the top of the C tier. The reviews on this game were rough to read. A lot of people didn't like this game, but honestly, I didn't think it was that bad. And that's the thing with this tier list, guys, right? Like, it's all preference. Please know that. But I enjoyed Star Wars Outlaws for what I played with it, but it just wasn't something that is on par with all the other games that I played, which is why I think I had to put it in the C tier instead. Next up is This Seat Taken? Oh my goodness. This game, instant top of the S tier. I love this game. I once again bought it like right after I tried the demo on stream for the 100-day series. And I have also actually, that was the first game I beat. And I said it was Undertale, but it was Is This Seat Taken? I played and played and played that game until I beat it. And it's even replayable personally. I think so. You kind of already know the puzzles, but really fun game. Just go get this game. I love this game. If you're looking for puzzle, if you're looking for cozy, look no further. Is This Seat Taken? A big game that was popping off during the holidays, which is when I wrapped up the 100-day series, was Light Up the Town. I originally placed this on the B tier. I think that it's probably going to drop to the C tier at the bottom of the C tier. You're decorating Christmas lights. I wasn't expecting anything crazy, but the optimization in the game was not great. So if you want to just throw up some Christmas lights and have some fun, I think it's good. It's a game I might even visit in the future because of that, but definitely C tier. All right. The moment you've all been waiting for. Day 100, I played Minecraft for the first time ever. and it is originally placed in the A tier, and I think that I still have to keep it in the A tier, but I'll put it at the top out of respect because I respect this game. Minecraft was the best version of that genre that I did play. Obviously, it's Minecraft. Um, but this genre is not my genre. However, I can respect that this game is phenomenal. It is a really good game. It's really fun. It's defined that genre, and I enjoy playing it. And it's a game I could actually probably play with my buddies more. Definitely excited for Minecraft and maybe what I'll do with it in the future. Maybe I don't know if I'll play it. I don't know. I don't know. But just it's a fun game. That's what I'm getting to. It's actually a fun game. It's the only game in that genre, obviously the king of that genre, that I enjoyed though, like genuinely enjoyed. So top of the A. I don't think I could put it in the S just as a personal like. It's not my favorite genre, where the other games on that S tier I've really, really enjoyed. So that's the only reason it's not hitting the S tier. But honestly, a fantastic game. If you guys are still here, if you watched the whole 100 games, if you're part of the series at all, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next time. Let me know what other games I should try. I'm not done trying games, just maybe it's a little less intense. But I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.